be me, 23F, living the dream, sort of. Dropped out of a useless marketing degree 2 years ago, was working at a cafe, smelling like burnt coffee, and regret. Saw all these articles about girls making bank on OnlyFans. Thought, why not? I'm hot enough, my selfie game is strong. Start an account. Fast forward a year and a half, I'm a top 1% creator. My apartment is way nicer, no more roommates who don't wash their dishes. I buy what I want, when I want. I feel powerful. I feel like I've hacked the system. Men are simple creatures. They will pay for access. That's the big secret of the universe. I'm not just selling pics, I'm selling empowerment. My empowerment. My friends think I'm a genius. They're all still in school or working retail jobs. I take them out to nice dinners, buy them drinks, they tell me how brave I am. I have a whole narrative built around it, my brand. It's about owning my sexuality, about rejecting the patriarchy, about financial independence. My TikTok is full of videos of me explaining this to my followers. I stitch videos of dudes complaining about OF and dunk on them. It's not my fault your masculinity is so fragile. I say to my phone camera, smirking. The comments are an ocean of queen and slay. It feels good. It feels right. The only problem is dating. My grand theory, men don't respect women who do OF because they're insecure. They're intimidated by a woman who is sexually liberated and financially independent. They're cavemen. They want a woman they can protect and provide for. They can't handle a woman who doesn't need them. Every failed talking stage, every guy that ghosts just becomes another piece of evidence. I go on a date with a guy from Hinge. Seems normal. Finance bro. At dinner, he asks what I do. I look him right in the eye. I'm a model and online content creator. He gets it. His face does this little flicker. Oh, cool. Like, for what? My own brand, I say, taking a sip of my wine. The rest of the date is polite but hollow. He checks his watch a lot. He doesn't text me back. I tell my friends, see, couldn't handle it. His fragile ego is in shambles. We all laugh. It proves my point. I'm right. They're weak, but it's starting to feel empty. All my interactions with men are transactional. They're either subscribers who see me as a fantasy, or they're Hinge dates who see me as a deal breaker. There's no in between. The validation from my subscribers is constant, but it's like eating candy for every meal. Tastes good for a while, then you just feel sick and malnourished. One of my friends, Sarah, is worried I'm becoming a hermit. All you do is take pictures and talk to guys on your computer, she says. I'm running a business. I snap back. You need to meet people in real life, people who don't know you as your OF persona. She convinces me to join her Dungeons & Dragons group. I almost laugh. D&D, for nerds, but I'm bored. So f***ing bored. And I figure, what's the harm? It's one night a week. I show up to the first session at a local game store. It smells like cardboard and old soda. I feel like I'm in a different country. The dungeon master, the guy running the game, is named Liam. He's normal. Not a model, not a troll, just a guy. Maybe 25, brown hair, glasses, wearing a faded band t-shirt. He has a calm, patient energy. He kindly explains the rules to me, helps me roll my character. He doesn't talk down to me. I play a rogue. Felt appropriate. Over the next few weeks, something weird happens. I start having fun, like genuine fun. I'm not Queen Kitten, my online name. I'm just me. I'm laughing at stupid jokes, getting into arguments about the best way to fight a gelatinous cube for 3 hours a week. I'm not a product, I'm a person. The group starts hanging out after sessions, grabbing food or a beer. I start talking to Liam more. He's a carpenter, builds custom furniture. He talks about wood grains and joinery. The way I talk about subscriber retention rates. He's smart, genuinely funny. He listens. He asks about my life. I'm vague. I just say I do freelance social media and marketing. It's not a lie, just not the whole truth. We start texting outside of the group. He sends me pictures of a table he's building. I send him stupid memes. The conversation is easy, effortless. One night we're texting until 2 a.m., just talking about old sci-fi movies. It hits me like a ton of bricks. Oh no. I actually like this guy. And the old, familiar dread starts to creep in. He doesn't know. He likes me. Not my persona, not my body, not the fantasy, me. What happens when he finds out they're all connected? My theory is buzzing in my head again. He's going to find out, and his fragile ego will shatter. He'll run for the hills. The anxiety is a physical thing now. I start getting cagey around him. He asks if I want to hang out. Just the two of us, on a Saturday. I make an excuse, have to shoot some content. I see the flash of disappointment on his face. It feels like a punch to the gut. A few nights later, we're all at a bar after D&D. I've had a couple drinks. I'm feeling defensive. One of the other guys in the group is talking about his brother's messy breakup. Yeah, he found out she had an OF. It was a whole thing. The table gets quiet. I feel every eye flicker toward me. Liam just takes a slow sip of his beer, staring at the table. My moment of truth. My whole body is screaming at me to launch into my speech, the insecure men speech, the empowerment speech, the one I've perfected on TikTok. But looking at Liam's quiet, unreadable face, the words die in my throat. Later, he walks me to my car. The street is quiet. So that was awkward, he says, not looking at me. Yep, my heart is hammering against my ribs. Is that what you do? He asks. His voice is level, no judgment, just a question. Yes, he just nods. We stand there in silence, for what feels like an eternity. This is it. He's going to say sorry. It's not for him. And walk away. Another piece of evidence for the pile. Can I ask you something? He finally says. Go for it. It's not my business, and you don't have to answer. He starts, choosing his words carefully. But why? And I give him the speech, the practiced, polished one. It's empowering. I'm in control of my own image, my own finances. I don't need a man to provide for me. It's a business, and I'm the CEO. I deliver it perfectly. I'm waiting for him to crumble, to reveal his insecurity. He listens. He actually listens to the whole thing. When I'm done, he's quiet for a moment. Okay, he says. I get the money part. I get the independence part. That makes sense. My brain short circuits. That wasn't the expected response. But can I be honest? He says. Please. I've been a carpenter since I was 19. I love it. I love making things with my hands that are real and solid and will last for decades. I have no idea where this is going. I make a piece for someone, a table or a chair, and it's theirs. It's a unique thing we created together through a process. It's special to them. He finally looks at me, and there's no anger in his eyes, just sadness. What you do, it feels like the opposite of that. You're taking something that is supposed to be the most intimate, personal part of a human connection, and you're mass-producing it. You're selling it like a product on an assembly line. I open my mouth to argue, but he keeps going. It has nothing to do with you being powerful or independent. I think it's cool that you run your own business. It's not about being intimidated by you. I'm not intimidated by you. I really, really like you. That last part hangs in the air and hurts more than any insult could, but I'm trying to build a real, solid life, and I want a partner to build it with. Someone I can share a private, special intimacy with. Just us. He gestures vaguely. How can something be special when it's for sale to anyone with an internet connection? How can I feel like I have a special connection with you when 1,000 strangers get a more explicit version of you than I ever would, just for $15? He lets out a long sigh. It's not about respect for you as a person. I respect you. I think you're funny and smart, and I love talking to you. But for me, a serious relationship, it requires a type of intimacy and privacy that just can't exist alongside that business. And I can't respect a choice that makes a real relationship impossible. It's not a fragile ego. It's just wanting something real, something that isn't for sale. Every word lands like a physical blow. He didn't call me names. He didn't shame me. He just calmly, and with crushing sincerity, explained why our two worlds were fundamentally incompatible. He didn't see a powerful goddess CEO. He saw someone selling pieces of herself until there might be nothing left to give away for free. And my entire worldview, the fortress I had built around myself, crumbled into dust. It wasn't about them being weak. It was about me being unwilling to see the real-world cost of my empowerment. The cost was connection. The cost was intimacy. The cost was a guy like Liam. I had no response. My entire arsenal of witty comebacks and feminist theory was useless. He was right. Not morally right, but right about what he wanted. And right that my life made that impossible. I just stood there, my car keys cold in my hand. Oh, was all I could manage to say. Yeah, he said quietly. Oh. He gave me a sad little smile. I'll see you at the next game, okay? I just nodded. I got in my car and watched him walk away. I went home to my nice apartment, paid for by 1,000 anonymous men. I looked at my setup, the ring light, the camera, the laptop open to my analytics page. It didn't look like a CEO's office. It looked like the loneliest place on earth. I didn't win. I hadn't hacked any system. I had just chosen to be very, very alone. And for the first time, I couldn't blame anyone but myself.